Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel. The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times. This train is inbound from Level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high-security area beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9 and board a high-security train. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high-security branch of the transit system. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives. A reminder that the Black Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high-security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your fitness. Do you have a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our Civilian Recruitment Division. The Black Mesa Research Facility is an equal opportunity employer. A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe. Work smart. Your future depends on it. Now arriving at Sector C test labs and control facilities. Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Looks like you're running late. Can we do this later? Sorry, sir. I've got to stay at my post. Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer. As I expected.
It's 314 React here. Now, I was going to be doing a video on Portal with RTX, and I got so bored of all the same chambers over and over and over again. There wasn't really a lot to look at, to be honest. It wasn't that exciting. It's probably a bunch of footage you've already seen because I'm late to the game, and Digital Foundry are going to do a much better analysis on the things I was trying to analyze, so I'm scrapping the whole thing. The whole thing's been scrapped. All that video, gone. So, what we're doing instead, as you've seen, is doing how to get Half-Life 1 source on RTX. Stick around. Alrighty, so what do we need for this impossible mission? We need, obviously, Portal RTX installed. We also need Half-Life 2, the original one, installed. And we also need Half-Life source installed. And what you do is, we also need Maverick as well. And then what you do is you open up the Half-Life 2 folder under Steam, and you open up the Portal RTX folder here, and then you grab, let's just grab all three of these. Half-Life 1, Half-Life HD, and Half-Life 2. Lost Coast just won't work from what I've heard. Let's go over, boom, drag them over, replace anything in there, and then what you need to do is go into the Half-Life 1 folder here, go into map, get all these backgrounds, and just delete them, because they all seem to crash on load. Go into here, go above, go into the Half-Life 2 folder, go into map, take background1.bsp, go back to Half-Life 1, maps, and paste that background in there. And then you go to Portal RTX, you go to properties, and you type in -game space HL1, and then you hit play. And then you see a background from Half-Life 2 with the text a bit messed up in the corner. You go to the console, just need to make sure that's enabled, which is obviously under options, keyboard, advanced, enable developer console. And then you type in R_3D Sky 0, and that should fix a lot of the issues you're seeing. Then you can go new game. So we've seen the intro, so let's go into Anomalous Materials. You can also use that same tutorial for Half-Life 1 and the episodes, but like I said, I don't think it will work at all on Lost Coast. I'll drop a link in the description to a couple of the videos going over that, just in case my tutorial there was terrible. Let's get to the real fun of it. Let's try Anomalous Materials RTX.
I wonder if I could run that test again.
Oh my god. Here we go. Whee! Oh, yes. Oh, that's awesome.
I am rather looking forward to this analysis.
Hey, Mr. Just for you, but we had a system crash about
Barney's
Barney's
helmet. It's see-through. Well, that sounded wrong. So look at the oh my god. There's something weird going on with the... Hold on. Let's turn off frame generation. I think there might be something very... Nope, it's not frame generation. It's just... What's causing that? There's like some sort of weird delay. Okay, so from my experimentation with Portal RTX from the abandoned video, all the settings are maxed out. Maximum ray tracing goodness. It's quite bright in here, so turning off the denoiser doesn't make too much difference. Let's go with raw 4K and no frame generation. Let's see what the frame rate is. 30 FPS. 30 FPS on Half-Life. Oh my god, what's going on with the camera? What is that? There's something really weird with how Remix works. I'm not sure how Remix works, but there's something slightly real-timey with it, and the way it sits on top of the engine, and it's having a real bad time with what it's doing here in Half-Life Source, which was already messed up. Oh, look at this, though! Oh, the windows are like actually, they're like privacy windows almost. Wow. Okay. Turn off the light. Oh, I didn't do anything.
My God, what are you doing?
This is brilliant. I mean, yeah, it's totally broken. These windows are steamed up and Barney's helmet is missing. But my God, we've got RTX on Half-Life. Source, of all things. Yeah, I think the way RTX Remix works is that it... I need to read up on it, because I think it loads up the game and then runs on top of the game and applies ray tracing and like stuff to the textures, like physically based rendering and modifying stuff like that. I don't know, but it works somehow with all this. And because Half-Life Source was already fairly broken, it results in this weird mess. Although, in Source, weren't these scientists like floating in the air off their seats? Has RTX Remix fixed Half-Life Source and the hovering scientist issue? It's so weird. Look at the mess of shadows there. And the frame rate is so juddery, and I think it's going to crash. Yep, it crashed. Okay, so we've got an engine error here. Failed to lock vertex buffer. Okay, so I don't think this whole thing's going to work, but we did get the intro and the first part of Anomalous Materials. Let's see what else we can get. Also, every now and then on boot, even with the replaced background, I still seem to get this error here. Sky density, smoke volume. I don't know why that's happening. I just usually reload. So, like I said, this isn't perfect. There's been a lot of crashes doing all this. Back in the game. Let's go to Office Complex. That should be good with RTX. Will it load? Nope. Is that a Zen background? Oh, it's a Zen static background. Oh. Okay, we will try Zen though. I'm on power up and this is crazy. What is going on? So some levels just don't work, but power up appears to be fine. And we have like, oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa. So we have the Gargantua and then we have some weird crystalline copy of the Gargantua walking around. Let's turn on God mode. There we go, God mode on. Look at this. It's like, that's crazy. It's like a diamond version of the Gargantua. This is awesome. Finally, Half-Life Source has a purpose. Oh boy. I love it. Oh, I know what it is. It's all the shiny bits. All the shiny bits of Source don't show up with RTX Remix. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, the bits around their necks, the bits on Barney's helmet, the bits on the guns. Look at this. Torch doesn't work, but the lighting from this works. Whoa! So I don't know why some levels don't work, and I think RTX is interpreting certain effects in a very strange way. Like, I think some of the blood coming from... Yeah. Like, what's going on there? Like, some of the blood effects and particle effects are turning into, like, weird, liquidy, crystalline-y sort of effects. This is so weird. Look how accurate that shadowing is, though. Whoa! Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's try another level. On a rail, that's gotta work. Nope. Here we are on Blast Pit. Oh, here we go. The lighting decided to turn on. And I've got an invisible crowbar. Right, finally. Oh, look how good this looks. And you can see Gordon's shadow there. Or at least you could for a bit. There we go. Look at that. Excellent. See, I was playing Portal RTX, and I was talking about, you know, DLSS and the performance and some of the interesting things with denoising and stuff like that, and I just wasn't feeling it because just it's all the same in Portal. I don't know why they chose Portal to put RTX on and not Half-Life 2. And there are videos of Half-Life 2 maps running in the Portal RTX system from 2Clicks Philip and a couple of other YouTubers. I'll put them in the description. That's where I got inspiration to try Half-Life Source, because it's just so much more interesting to have all these varied environments with light and dark and different characters walking around, different weapons and things like that, rather than just Portal where it's just the same weapon and basically one environment over and over again, and trying to do the puzzles while trying to do commentary, and also GLaDOS constantly interrupting me. it was just starting to really annoy me, and I wasn't feeling the video. And then I thought, well, I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to try something hilarious, which is, of course, Half-Life Source RTX. Whoa! Oh my God, it's so dark. Oh, look how realistic that light bounces in there, though. That is great. That's so nice. Yeah, eventually when they get Half-Life 2 working with RTX Remix, and the person doing the Half-Life 1 ray tracing mod produces their mod, we should have a lot better demonstration of what ray tracing could look like in the Half-Life universe. Because this is cool, but it's not perfect. Look how weird that radioactive liquid looks. I think the way RTX Remix interprets some materials and textures is so strange, which is why you get these weird bugs and glitches. I love that smooth ray tracing lighting, like pure ray trace lighting. It just makes everything look great. See, I thought this would be a much more exciting video, and as soon as I got Half-Life Source working on it, I didn't think it would work. I really didn't, because Half-Life Source hasn't been updated in so many years, and it never worked properly anyway. So I thought there's no way this will work on Remix, but here we are. And I was so much more excited about it, and it's so much more fun to play. There's so much more to see than Portal. And I think most importantly, there's no GLaDOS continuously saying unfunny jokes the entire time. I mean, it's really broken for the most part, but the lighting on these characters and the shadowing... Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Goes any larger.
Oh, oh. That's some seriously broken torches. And it adds to that atmosphere so much to have realistic lighting and shadows. Look at the shadows at the top there from it.
Be quiet. This thing hears us. Hey! Hey, over here! Eat lead, you outer space octopus!
Whoa! Oh yeah, I've got God mode on. What am I worried about? And, oh my God, how broken are all these weapons? They're just so broken. I love it. I think it's that specular texture effect. RTX Remix just doesn't know what to do with it, so it just doesn't render it. Ooh, look at that. Even in an area like this, there's something just so soft and realistic about ray trace lighting that you just don't get with rasterized lighting at all. And it really... Oh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, that looks good. That looks really nice. Boom! Oh, look how dark it is down here. Oh, we crashed. No! Okay, I'm going to go through, find all the levels that work, and note them all down. So I've been through all of the levels, and I've discovered the only ones that work are Inbound, Anomalous Materials, partially, Blast Pit, Power Up, On a Rail, Questionable Ethics, Lambda Core, and the very end. None of Zen works, unfortunately, because it brings up that vertex error, which sucks. It would have been cool to see Zen with RTX on. But we do have 8 levels that we can try and look through. We've already looked quite a few of them, but now would be a good time to thank this YouTuber here called QGal, I believe, and they have how to get Half-Life 2 working in Portal RTX. I basically replicated their guide here to get Half-Life 1 source working on Portal RTX, so thanks to them. Link to their channel will be in the description. Thank you very much. Really nice video. So we've already seen Inbound, Anomalous Materials, Blast Pit, Power Up. Let's go a bit further into On a Rail and see if we can get to a bit more of a atmospheric area, see how scary it can get with RTX. Okay, I was wrong. On a Rail doesn't appear to work anymore. Either that or I'm confusing it with another level. I'm sure that was working earlier, and now it just won't. Now it crashes out to the desktop. The next one we haven't seen then, Questionable Ethics. There we go.
To the HEV Mark IV protective system.
Oh, and the V-Sync is really bad there. Look at that. Oh dear. Yeah, it still obviously looks like Half-Life, but there's something weirdly real about it. Again, it's the Quake 2 RTX effect, where it obviously looks old, an older game, but the lighting makes it look sort of real. Really weird effect. So, here we go. I just wish the torch worked. That would be so cool. I really can't wait now for Half-Life RTX, because this is going to look incredible. So much more atmospheric when all the lighting's working. Oh, how good does that look with the frosted window effect? Oh, that's so damn good. And I don't think it's long before, you know, with machine learning, what we're seeing with GPT chat and all that stuff, how long before machine learning is good enough to just real-time change how a game looks using neural rendering. Oh my god! Oh, it's like Ghost Barney. What is causing that? It's like something from Phasmophobia. But yeah, in the future, it would just be like a neural rendering layer that sits on... that sits on top of the game engine and just renders over it and makes it look entirely changed without having to redo any assets or do anything like that. And also imagine natural language processing where you can type into a console, into the neural engine and go make the game look like this or that, and it'll do it. So it's exciting to see what's happening. And it's funny to see glitches like this where everything just disappears. Because for some reason it's decided not to render a good portion of the environment for some reason. So if we no-clip out... Oh, there we go. Look at the shadowing and lighting there, though. That looks great. This is great. This is the best thing we've got now until Half-Life RTX comes out.
Thank God. Get us out of here before those military drones figure out where we're hiding. We all have retinal scanner access. Escort us to the lobby, and we can get out of the lab. You'll have to shut down the surgical unit.
How the lighting changes is so strange. It's almost as if some rays are bouncing but not hitting light sources until you turn to a certain direction, and then suddenly the rays bounce back to light sources. Somehow? I don't know. Maybe it's something weird with the geometry of this game? Let's do a Civ 11 move. Nope, didn't work. Ooh, yes, that RTX shadowing. Let's see if I can just no-clip out. There we go. I think this is the... okay. There's like a ghost of the MP5. And we're just lost lost in the void. Okay, let's try another level. Lambda Core's up next. Okay.
Welcome to the HEV.
Here we go.
Protective.
Boom. Explosion effects are so funny. Oh, let's try the... Okay, Gauss cannon works pretty normally. Let's try the Egon. Okay, Egon works fine. Alright, let's get into Lambda. Oh, that lighting. Oh, yes, there's some... Let's wipe these dudes out. Let's have a look at the water. Oh, the water has a similar frosted effect. Fascinating. That looks very cool. See, the way the shadows and stuff keep changing, it does make me think of some sort of screen space effect. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It's very strange. This is RTX Remix now, and it's pretty damn good at just applying ray tracing to something that's never had ray tracing before. But I think it probably needs some engine game side tweaks as well. But in a few years, it's going to be real impressive. It's just something to do with the way the rays are bouncing, depending on where you are. I don't think it is actually a screen space thing. See, look at this area. Look how realistic the lighting is, because of course it's using, for the most part, physically real lighting that's coming in from here and bouncing it to give you an accurate depiction of what the lighting would actually be like here. See, this is what I mean. The amount of atmosphere added gets me so much more excited with games like Half-Life, Half-Life 2, and especially Doom 3. Imagine Doom 3 RTX. But for some reason, they've decided to apply RTX to the most dullest game that doesn't really have that much atmosphere. Portal. I don't get it. Why? Maybe it's just easy to implement on there because it's so relatively simple. Because there only is one environment, and that's it. So it's easier to do. Maybe that's why they chose it. Because this looks great. This looks so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. So much more excited about this than I was Portal RTX. And it makes me so excited for Half-Life RTX when that comes out. Oh, it crashed. Well, there's only one thing left to try, and that is the final endgame cutscene with the G-Man. So let's have a look at that.
The HEV Mark IV.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit, I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it. The border world, Zen, is in our control for the time being, thanks to you. Quite a nasty piece of work you managed over there. I am impressed. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers, and they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal, and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know if there's any fixes I can apply, if there's anything else you want me to try with RTX Remix, and I will see you in the next video.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.